2, 1.
Hi guys, I am Adam. Very happy to see you again and thanks for your watching our video on smart electrical solutions. A lot of senior electricians always get flash in mind to have to make electricity safer and smarter. Matismart is born to work out this question. Just imagine this little plastic box can provide full protection of the electrical faults, power management, remote control, fault alarm, timer, real-time data and many more useful functions. Let's learn more about MTS3 in this video. In order to develop a correct understanding of how this device works, it should be noted that the MTS3 is not one circuit breaker, but a hollow, complex set consisting of the three main components. The first one is power supply, provides 11 volts DC power supply to smart breaker and communication module. The second one is the iBreaker module, means intelligent breaker, which is the main part of meter loads. Then send all data to cloud server through communication module. The communication module is responsible for reading and sending all data to cloud server, shown on our app and platform. And another interesting feature of the device is its modification. You can increase the number of devices depending on your need. You decide for yourself how many devices you will need. MTS3 can be flexible choosing according to each project requirements. Similar to traditional circuit breaker, you may simply choose and add multiply sublines in each smart electrical system. You may connect several devices either on series or parallel. You may connect these models by pins and by flexible cables for different rows. It is also worth noting that the MTS3 devices are not standard size and the usual power distribution box is not suitable for devices in Matismart. But we have eliminated this problem by developing our own power distribution box. Our boxes fully correspond dimensions of the MTS3 device. We recommend that when ordering MTS3 devices, you additional purchase power distribution box for MTS3. Modification of device also applies to communication model. MTS3 work on the following networks: 4G, Wi-Fi, nb-iot, Ethernet, and RS485. And so we figured out the basic principles of this device. But why is all this and what is the usage? Everything is quite simple. The device provides complete protection, including protection against earth leakage. That's function as the device and protection against overload, short circuit, and also overvoltage and undervoltage, as well as hollow power management system for each lines. If you want to get better acquainted with the device, you can download the catalog from the link in the description. Moreover, besides all points above for circuit protection, the software of MTS3 opens new possibilities for this device. Using the app and software that was developed for MTS3 specifically, you can remote control each breaker, also monitoring all circuit power consumption, record the cause of power faults, set a timer to the LED breaker switch on, switch off, and set a shutdown threshold for rated current. I will explain more simply about the threshold of the rated voltage. Now, we have a 32 amp device, however we need 30 amp device. Using the app, you can change the threshold of switching off the rated current and configure the device to meet your requirements. In this video, we will show how the device works with the app, and in the next video, we will demonstrate how it works our management platform. We already connected this device to the app and now we will try to use it. You can also download the app from the Google Apps or App Store for Apple. We have opened our application, the device is already connected. Open the iControl tabs and we see our two devices here. We also see all the real-time data of the power. I want to make a note. Let's try to do some action to make sure that the device is connected. Let's turn on the device. Great. Turn on the second device. Okay, good. Now turn off the device. Perfect. We look further what else in the app. We see the Name It Limited button on the side and we will click. We have opened the setting button where we can specify different data for each device, as I said earlier. Here we can rename our device and can also change the power cutoff threshold. Now we have 640 watts. It's set according to the standard, but we can change this. Below the change in the threshold of the rated current, which I told you about earlier. Now I will try to lower the threshold of the nominal shutdown to 30 amp. Now we have set the command. Now the device work as 30 amp circuit breaker. Go to the back menu and go to the timer button. Click on the plus sign and see our devices. I choose one device and will set in the timer to turn on. But before that is necessary to configure. First, select the timer type. We have two choices. This is a one-time option for the timer to work once. We can also choose to use a daily timer type that will be triggered every day at a certain time. I choose a one-time use and I open the power on time setting button. I choose the time and give the command to switch on. The timer is saved. It will work at the specified. And now we go to the iReport button. Here we display all the electricity consumption for all connected devices. Also has form each line separately. If you click the button on the side, of the selected device, then we have a graph of the electricity consumption form of this line for a certain period of time. We can choose the necessary date, month or year in order to analyze the amount of power consumption. The next button is the master switch. This button is necessary to enable or disable several devices at the same time. Right now we have only 2 devices, but if we have several dozen devices, we simply select the devices that we need to turn on or turn off. Turn off the selected devices with one click, as I have done now. And earth leakage test, what is it? As I said, RCBO includes the protective function of LCD, and every month you need to press the test button on the device in order to make sure that the device is working. But in practice, almost no one does it. With this function, you can set the date and time for automatic verification of the LCD or remotely give a command manually through the app. After that, you will receive a notification about checking the device. Let's try it. I set the schedule for automatic verification on the 5th day of each month and time. I will also try to manually give a command to check the LCD through the app. Since our devices that turn off, we will first turn on the devices and try manual verification. Great. The device has been checked. Now you will be notified about the device checked and protected from unexpected. It should be noted that according to the safety rules, after checking the current leakage to the ground, it is necessary to manually turn on the device in order to use in the future. Okay, go to the next step. Alarm button. This button stores all notifications from devices. Here we can view what problem occurred with the electricity, on which lines and which device was turned off for what reasons. I think many people will agree with me that this is a convenient since when the device is disconnected, you can send a specialist to fix the problem and he will know the diagnosed signs thanks to MTS3. The following 3 buttons are necessary to demonstrate the possibility of integrating third-party devices with MTS3. If necessary, you can connect devices with a certain to use this entry system through the app.